Good morning, I'm Cody Spurgeon. In the last couple years, I've not only been a pizza chef, cook, server, host, but just a part of the pizza community in general. I enjoy it quite often myself. And so that's where I thought of the concept MBP. And so what MBP is a Mongolian barbecue style pizza restaurant where the customer will get to not only enjoy their pizza, but be a part of the experience of creating it as well.
This idea actually came this summer. I was thinking about dropping the program because I had a couple different ideas that weren't anything that I cared about, and I found something that I enjoy, pizza. I love it, everyone loves it. I think that just because of that enjoyment and that passion, I think I'll be able to put together what I need to get that pass.
Presentation went all right. It was a little nerve-wracking. I was the first one.
And therefore, it's just a fun experience for whatever you are doing, whoever you're with, anybody. So we've got the dough, come make a pie.
Nice.
Honestly, I feel fantastic. They were all very helpful in their comments. I want to hear what's wrong with my pitch. I want to be able to perfect it before I get too deep into this semester. That way I have what I need to have before we move on. Mentor Day was fantastic. You sit down one-on-one with people that actually own businesses, and it was weird to talk to them and see their side compared to our side. And so I ended the day with 12 pages of notes just from, what can I do, where can I improve, what areas might lack. It was definitely worth the experience. So winter warm-up was a little nerve-wracking. I was actually the first one to go out of the whole group, and so you walk in and it's just a small room with 6 guys staring at you that are making more money than you could imagine.
The pizza industry has been growing. A lot of people believe that it has been shrinking, but contrary to that belief, it has been growing. As you can see, the U.S. pizza market has grown up to $44 billion.
The feedback was great. They pointed out, hey, you're missing this. You need to do this. And then at the end, they're like, you know what, we're grilling you, but this is a good start.
So March is a very draining month, from the fact that I had to sleep here a couple nights to turn it in.
You'll notice that a lot of people in this major, we do better under stress. We don't like having free time.
Having completed it, just so much relief. I've got a finished business plan now. It's not a thing that a lot of people can say. I figured out that I'm not going to be able to do this on my own, and so I started asking people for help. I started helping other people because I knew at some point I could be the one that needs it. To not be bought into everybody else, it's impossible to say that we're not. E-Day definitely takes a look into how much you've actually done, and so
Going into it, there were still a lot of nerves, a lot of stress, and I gave my pitch. And the first thing they said was, "We don't believe your sales numbers." And so I actually walked out of the room thinking I was gonna fail. I ended up sitting down, and it felt like the longest, I think it was 5 to 10 minutes ever. And called me back in, they asked me one more question, and then they're like, it's unanimous, we're gonna pass you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Congratulations. Congratulations.
That moment it made it all worth it. It was kind of a whirlwind of emotions, That's a huge thing about the major, is that it taught me that you can't just get by. Mediocrity is unacceptable.
The fact that it's pass or fail, I think that's what sets it apart. And, going into that, I'm just proud to be here. I met Matt Fry in our first mentor day. He was actually the first mentor I had ever talked to, and so I hope to possibly open up one of his franchises or save up enough to open up my own restaurant later on.